I think I'm live. This is amazing. So, guys, I'm actually using a new system today. Um, ah, there we go. Oh, this is weird. I'm using a system called Ecamm today. So, for me to be able to see your comments and things and who it is that's commenting, there's a link for you to hit at the top of this post, and if you hit that, you give Ecamm permission to be able to show me who it is commenting. So I am trying some new technology, so this video might be a little bit glitchy. There's lots of things for me to look at. I've got my face up here, I've got my face here, I've got my face here, I've got microphone levels here, I've got all sorts of stuff going on. And amazingly, it's giving me subtitles. How cool is that? So I've got to make sure that I try and concentrate in front of me because there is a lag. And the lag is about 5 seconds or so. So the reason I'm jumping on, why is it absolutely categorically imperative that you charge for online services if you're providing them? Now obviously this is a bit of a twofold post really, because if you are doing online services, are you a manual therapist? Because a lot of talking therapists are already encouraged to, I've just popped it up in the bottom corner as well, that's so weird. A lot of online services are encouraging us to, I'll start that again. I'm going to stop this and then I'm going to come back on because, oh, I got a like. I don't know who I got a like from, but I got a like, thank you. I don't know who's watching. If you're watching, you need to click the Ecamm Live thing at the top of this post and you need to give Ecamm permission to show me your comments and who's liking and posting. Otherwise, I can't see who's liking. Oh, it's Wendy. Hi, Wendy, lovely. Okay, cool, so this is working. I'm trying new technology while talking about a really important subject. And actually, Wendy, I'm really glad you're on this because this is something that's come up in your group as well. For anybody that doesn't know, Wendy Watson has a group called specifically for distance reflexology, and there's a lot of talk about in that group, but also elsewhere as well, regarding doing treatments online as manual therapists and whether you can charge for them. And yes, you bloody well can. Yes, of course you can charge for them, and you should be charging for them because there is a transformation there. There's a huge transformation there for people. Whether you're with them in person or whether you are doing an online session, you are helping people physically, emotionally, spiritually. However you help them, you're helping them. Now, talking therapists, some of them are generally taught that you can do this online anyway. That you can do talking therapies via Zoom and Skype and telephone and all those sorts of things. But as manual therapists, we're not taught that. We're not taught how to do it. I've run lots of training over certainly the last 3 months for different therapists on how to take your manual therapies online. Because it's so important that as therapists, we can still be helping our clients. And it's so important that we are able to support our clients. Because, again, the announcement the other night from Bojo, Boris Johnson, the announcement the other night gave us no indication as to when we're going to be able to work again in person with our clients. None. And I'm not going to get into the political side of things, but it's really, really imperative that our clients can get our help because they need us more than ever. The lack of contact is awful for people. A lot of people who come to us for therapies thrive on that contact. And so us being able to help them, albeit virtually, gives them somebody to talk to. It gives them things that they can do specifically for themselves. I'm not going to go into the ins and outs of how you can run therapies online. As a manual therapist, if you want to know that, pop me a DM and I'll discuss that. But that isn't what this stream is all about. This stream is all about actually charging for it. We charge for the transformation that we give to our clients, okay? And the reason we charge is because it's got to be an exchange. Because if we do it for nothing, then the result on the other end, it doesn't matter how much we say or we feel that we should be giving our services away for free, especially at a time like this, the result on the other side is never as impactful as when there's been an exchange. And that exchange for me is financial. But what you've got to then look into is the whole money mindset of stuff. And that's a whole other thing that I can go into. Money mindset, money is abundance, and abundance comes in all forms. Okay? There is exactly the same amount of money in the world now as there was at the beginning of lockdown. Exactly the same amount of money in the world. It's just distributed slightly differently at the minute. That's it. But our clients need us. Now, what Wendy has put is at the start of lockdown, so many therapists and businesses offered everything for free. It seems to have created a mindset for some. The thing is, Wendy, I completely agree with you. And actually, I hadn't read that comment when I just did my little rant there, but it's totally in line with what I was saying. Lots and lots of therapists, as therapists, right, we want to help people. We have a gift. We've done our training. We have our passion. We know how we can help people. And again, that's another whole layer of training that I do is, really deep diving into your mission, your vision and your passion. But we have that training. We know the difference we can make for people. And we can make that difference just as well online as we can in person. We've just got to do it slightly differently. Okay? But as therapists, there's been this whole worldwide feeling for all therapists, although I say for all therapists, it does, depending on training, but we have a gift and we're here to help people. And there's a group of therapists, right, that are then wanting to then just gift those treatments away. Now, for some people, that's because they've got a really decent, steady income coming into their home. They don't need any more money, so they gift it. For other people, it's because they believe that they should be giving it away because it's their purpose to give it away. And for other people, it's they don't feel like they can charge because all these other people are giving it away for free or next to no money. And then you've got a small, amount of people who have got their money mindset sorted and know that the value is in the transaction. The value for the client is in the transaction. And especially in this lockdown, what's happened is, as Wendy has absolutely said, so many therapists went out there and were giving their services away for free to help people, and I understand that. But giving them away for free to help people, but that's then embedded a mindset that during this phase, until we can see people in person again, you can't charge for it. And I am pressing the bullshit button on that. I do have a potty mouth, by the way, for anybody watching me. It's, I'm here to let you know it's okay to charge. I'm here to let you know that if you're not charging, you're doing your clients a disservice. And you're doing yourself a disservice. Because if you're not charging, you are not then giving your clients exactly what they need. You are not then making it fair for the other therapists who need the income. So Natalie just put, some of us have had no income for 3 months, no government support due to being self-employed in 2018-19 tax year. I'm assuming that's meant to say due to not, due to becoming self-employed during the tax year. Exactly. And so because of that, as therapists, we need to be able to charge. Natalie, you need to be able to charge for your services. Natalie, can you let me know I know what Wendy does. Can you let me know what you do, darling? Because I'd love to give you some hints and tips on what you can do and then be charging for your services. Because I want you to be able to earn money. I want you, after that tax year, I know what you meant. I want you to be able to earn money right now. Because we don't know when we're going to be back in our treatment rooms. I'm sat in my empty clinic right now with 5 treatment rooms. And I'm not able to have any therapists in here. Okay, so Natalie, massage, reflexology, aromatherapy and Reiki. Oh my God. Wendy, I love you lots. You've got a dash. I'm definitely going to keep shouting this message out. Thank you so much for being on. I'm probably going to waffle on for a little while longer, so feel free to come back. Good morning, Francis. Julie, right, exactly, you too. So, Natalie, what have you been doing to get yourself online to be helping your clients who need you right now and to be earning a bit of money? Anything, or have you not known how to do it? That's what I'd love to know. Like I say, there is a bit of a delay, so there are going to be some pauses in this. Okay, you've been promoting Reiki, distance healing, but no uptake. Okay, I'd be interested to know how you've been promoting it. If you're just promoting it as, I do Reiki distance healing and these are, these are the appointments, then that's not going to hit home. But I've offered virtual consultations, but again, no uptake. That's all in marketing, darling. That's all in marketing. I've been offering virtual consultations from the beginning. I've been, firstly, Natalie, as a reflexologist, go and find after this Wendy's group, Distance Reflexology, Wendy Watson's group. It's brilliant and there's an amazing community in there and we're doing some awesome stuff and Wendy's phenomenal. But you've been offering the virtual consultations but no uptake. I'd be really interested to know how you've been saying that you're going to deliver these virtual consultations and what sort of treatments it is that you want to that you're trying to deliver by virtual consultation. Because feel free to check out my core therapist page, which is my business page for my therapies. There's some information on there, posts that I've put out about the virtual consultations. But what I've been doing is virtual consultation for real bespoke self-treatment for people. And that's been working so well. I've got some really lovely reviews on it, which I'm not sure on the page at the minute. But I've had some really lovely reviews from that. And people are paying me for it. And the first initial sessions I did a bit cheaper so that people could start getting used to the virtual consultation process, but also so that I can then get reviews. I can then get testimonials saying, this is what people are experiencing. I know it's not the same as seeing me in person, but you can still really benefit from this. So I've been creating bespoke essential oil blends to meet people's physical and emotional needs. I've had about 8 customers, earned about a total of 120 in the last few months. Okay, that's better than 0 because you've been putting yourself out there and doing something. And that is absolute kudos to that. There are a lot of therapists out there, Natalie, who haven't been doing this. Is there anybody else who's watching at the minute who've been offering virtual consultations at all? Or would like to? Or don't know how to charge? I'd be interested to know what you're charging, Natalie, for your virtual appointments. I think something that works as well is actually calling them online appointments rather than virtual consultations, because I've found that in my own testing with wording, I get a lot more uptake when I'm talking about online appointments rather than virtual consultations. We know the term virtual consultations, but our clients aren't getting it. And it's about meeting the client where they're at with their own wording. You'd like to, Francis. Okay, have you done do you know how to set yourself up online, darling, to run virtual appointments? That'd be really interesting to know. So, Natalie, something else I'd really like to know from you, darling, is how often are you showing up on your social media and have you contacted your email list, if you have one? So sit around and take a sip of my coffee. What I have noticed is because the subtitles are automatic, some of them are changing the words. Sort of. Okay, what do you mean by sort of, Francis? That's not very specific, my lovely. I'm sick of my coffee. That's exactly what Okay. So to get yourself online, the things that you need to know are how to do it safely, regarding how to set yourself up online with the right tools, especially the video linking tools. You've got to make sure they're end-to-end encrypted for data protection and GDPR, so you need to make sure you're using the right tools. You need to know how to do it cheaply for little to no cost. You need to know how to send any resources safely and securely. you need to know how to run a session, which is, you know, how to, especially if it's like teaching self-massage, that sort of stuff. And in some cases, you need to know how to set up, record, and then also send safely the like videos, bespoke video training. Okay, so Natalie said, to be honest, I was offering online consultations for free at the start of lockdown with a view to sell aromatherapy blends off the back of them. Ah, okay. I mean, that was a great start. And then you haven't promoted them recently. Right, okay. So the term that's just come to me is the receiving is in the doing. I do work a lot from intuition as well, so sometimes I'll pause because I get a download, which I know sounds really weird, but that's getting right into the woo, and I'm right there with the woo, by the way. So the receiving is in the doing. If you're not promoting them, people aren't going to buy it. So what's the one thing you are going to do today, as soon as we've finished here, that is going to get you promoting? What are you going to do today to promote them? I'd love to know that, Natalie. So Francis, if you need more techno skills, if you'd like, I run a really cheap training specifically for therapists. It was actually for the Indian head massage community, but it's totally relevant across all therapies on how to do all of that, including all of the tech training, including how to create payment links and stuff as well. So if you want that, if you want the link to that, let me know and I will drop you the link in for that. It's £47 is all I charge for it. Normally, I actually delivered the session live. Normally for a training session like that with all of the resources, which by the way you get lifetime access to, I would normally be charging £197 for that. But because of lockdown and because of the situation that so many people are in, I did it for £47. But I'm only offering that for £47 now until Sunday, and then it'll go up to £97. So let me know. I've become involved in a nutritional cleansing system network marketing company, and through that I've learned a huge amount about Facebook algorithms. Good. Consistency, posting regularly, liking and commenting others' posts, etc. Okay, Natalie, my question to you is, what have you actually learned about directly talking to your client and how to grow your audience and gain clients? I use Clinic Sense for online booking system and link it to a payment system that takes deposits upon booking and sell gift vouchers. Love that. I use Setmore because it's free. But then the way my clinic runs, I don't want the payment system bit on there because my therapists will take their own money. You're welcome, Francis. Yeah, I'll drop the link in for you, darling. In fact, I will find that quickly now. If I can move these bits around, this is so weird. Honestly, I've got, so for those of you that have just jumped on, this is me testing some new technology. It's called Ecamm Live. And for anybody that's watching who hasn't already clicked the link at the top of this post to allow Ecamm Live to show me your posts, your comments, then please click that so I can see any comments and any likes and things. Otherwise, I'm not getting the information from you, which if you are posting, I'm not going to be able to respond to you. I'm just, let me go there. Oh, okay, I'll say that in a minute. Won't be a minute. I'm just getting that link for Francis. Where is it? Now, it's called How to Take Your Indian Head Massage Treatments Online, my lovely. And let me just go, that's the offer, isn't it? Yeah, let me go there. Hi Anne, lovely. How are you doing, Anne? Are you all right? I did get your message. I was crazy busy last night, but I did get your message. Yeah, that's the one. Excellent. Copy. Brilliant. So I'm just going to now find where my thing is. Where are we? Hey, there we go. Right, Francis, reply. Right, okay, it's not letting me direct reply to you, Francis, so I'm dropping it just in the links there, okay? Ah, good, I'm glad you're really well. So, as I've just been saying, I'm using new technology. The subtitles are all automatic, so apparently I said the word squirrel a moment ago, and I'm also looking all over my screen because I've got my face here, my face here, my face there, comments here, comments here. and my microphone stuff up here. So it's all a bit weird. Now I'm just going to button that says use echo cancellation. Can you please let me know whether the sound of my the sound of this has now changed? That would be really helpful. Because apparently this has got echo cancellation. I haven't got my earbuds in today, so I know there's an echo. So I'd love to know if that's changed. So Natalie's saying I've been using BeFunky and Canva to create. Canva is amazing. I'm going to do a whole tutorial on Canva because it's phenomenal. And Canva to create visual ads to promote our own therapy products and distance healing. I've been focusing the ads on how people might be feeling now, how I can apply my therapies and products to make them feel, e.g. calm, focused, less pain, etc., depending on the item I'm selling. Excellent, 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 excellent. I'm very quiet now. Okay, so if I take the echo off, is that actually better to have the echo cancellation off, Anne? If somebody can let me know, that would be awesome. So, Natalie, what I'm going to say to you, I love what you're doing. How frequently are you posting? And what are you doing to make sure that you're talking to the client's symptoms? Obviously, what you've written there is talking about the result, and you're saying you're talking about how people might be feeling now. It's echoey and a bit buzzy now. Buzz now. Okay. I'll turn that off and then... oh, no. How about now? I turned it up, it's fine. Oh, okay. Am I too loud now? Because I've just turned it up on my computer. Okay. So this is better now, yeah? I really appreciate your guys' help, by the way. This is really cool. I'm just going to play a little bit with some of these settings as well. Oh. There we go. Increasing the brightness. Zooming. No, that's not doing anything. Good now. Excellent. Okie dokie. There are honestly so many different settings to this thing. I'm going to have a play around with this a bit. This is crazy. There's just so much. It's amazing. So has this been helpful for you? And have you guys got any questions? I would love to know if you've got any questions. I'm just going to have a look on my Facebook on my phone just to see if anybody else has been commenting that I haven't actually been able to see as yet. Wow, 36 comments. Okay. No, I think we are good. Okay, cool beans. Right, I was posting every day because I was having customers, so I was photographing the products I'd made and was tagging the customer in to say thank you, excellent, love that. Talking about what ailment they'd come to me with and how I'd help them. Then it went quiet, so I had no material, so I haven't posted recently. My darling, I really like Natalie. I really love that you have been so proactive. But I'm going to press the bullshit button on you have no material. Having material to post isn't just about, and I've done a whole free training and stuff on it in one of my previous videos. Having stuff to post isn't just about talking about what you've done for people. In fact, that's such a tiny part of it. And obviously, you've got to make sure that when you're talking about an ailment that somebody's come to you with and how you've helped them, that you've actually got the permission of the people who have come to you and purchased that service to say those things. Otherwise, obviously, there's a whole GDPR thing there. I'm not saying you haven't done that. I'm just making that clear for anybody else who's watching this. The other thing as well, anybody watching this on the replay, #replay. Because if you've got any questions, give me a shout and I will respond to them after this as well. Yes, I've reminded you that you need to be consistent and post every day at least. You're very welcome. There is always content to post. Now I did a live last week, I think, on it. I thought you probably did always get permission, darling. I did a live last week on the fact that posts always have to have value, but that value doesn't necessarily mean giving something away, or the value can come in educating people. And that education doesn't have to be, I'm educating you on what I do, I'm educating you on how my treatment works, I'm educating you on how the virtual appointments work. That education can be, this is the symptom you have, and this is where you're at, but this is where you could then be if you didn't have this symptom. Does that make sense? It's educating people to go from A to B so that C is booking an appointment with you. But they have to come into alignment with where you're at first to then book the appointment with you. So you go from A to B. Their symptom with how they're feeling, the impact it's having on their lives, family, wealth, health, finances, to where they could be if they didn't have that symptom. Not talking conditions, talking symptoms. The next stage is to use their words, because then it's like you've pulled it right out of their head. And that's how I work. That's what I teach. That's what you need to know. Using your client's words to get that impactive message across. Is this making sense? I would love to know. I'm so excited by this new technology. This is awesome. So I'm just going to, okay. I'm not getting anything. Do you think I should start offering online consultations again? Absolutely, yes, for sure. For sure. Like, no question. But think about how you're marketing it. Think about that. You need to know how to talk to your clients. Right, the thing is, if you put it out there a few times and you've got no bites, it's very easy to then sit back and say, this is a whole other video again. Do you see what I mean? There's content everywhere, right? It's very easy to sit back and go, well, nobody took it, so there's no interest in it, so I won't bother. No, what's happening is if you're not putting it out there, you're actually denying the people who need it. Now, in marketing, and I know as therapists, we don't like the term marketing and we don't like to market ourselves, but in marketing, people generally need to see something 7 or 8 times before they go for it. They've got to build the know, like, trust up. They've got to know who you are. They've got to be confident that what you're talking about is something that will benefit them. So you've got to keep talking about it on repeat. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. So if all you're doing is putting out a couple of bits, or you put it out for a couple of weeks and you didn't really get anything from it and you left it, you're not going to get anything back from that. But I do understand what you mean about, I just got the feeling no one was interested. In fact, I'm just going to make a note on my phone, because it's where I make all the notes for all my content stuff, because there's so much content here. You know, but the main reason that people, the main reason people won't be interested in your offer is because they've not seen it, or they've only seen it once, or maybe twice. But it's just been an offer. There's not been a journey. You need to take people on a journey. You need to take them from where they're at, basically talk them through the psychology of where they want to be, and then show them that what you do is what can get them there. This is a whole other side note. Massive other side note. Sorry, it's me just kicking my light lamp thing. But you've got to bear in mind that as therapists, we need to be charging for our services, and our services are massively, massively, massively needed right now. Hugely needed right now. So, any questions? I would love to know any questions that anybody's got. This type of, I was only going to jump on and do a really quick 5-minute live just with this new technology to test it out. I've ended up doing, I don't even know how long I've been on for actually, but I've ended up doing however long I've been on for. And it's been great, but this is normally the sort of stuff I charge for actually. But I want to help you. So any questions? If not, I'm going to hop off now. I would love if there are any more questions, just pop them in the comments, put hashtag replay in the comments, and then I will get back to you and read those. So take care, my lovelies. Let me know if this has been useful. If you think this would be useful for other people, please share it. And the other thing as well, I've got an online free Facebook community called Core Therapies College Community. And if you're interested and want to get more of this, I try to do a bit of this stuff in there as well. So if you are interested, request to join and I will admit you to the group as well. Okay, Natalie's, and you're very welcome. Enjoy your day too. Natalie said, I really appreciate your help. Thank you, feeling more motivated. Excellent. Get out there and bloody do it. What's the one thing you're doing today, Natalie? That one thing, I want you to put it in the comments. What is that one thing you are doing today? In fact, I'm just going to click that. Oh, that's so clever, look. Sorry, I'm getting really excited. This is so cool. I can add people's bits. Right, it is Core Therapies. I'm typing it in the comments. College Community. There we go. That should have come up in the comments for you, my lovely. There we go. That's the search for that. And I will admit you all if you're not already in there. Obviously, that group isn't for people to advertise themselves. That group is specifically there for me to be able to, let me get rid of that, for me to be able to help you guys out and support you. So, yeah. Yes, create an online consultation post. Natalie, I dare you to do a live video. I dare you. And if you want, I'll tell you what, do me a favour, join my college group, come into the group and do a live video into the group first. The group is therapists. That's all we are, is a group of like-minded therapists who want to help the world, right? And so what we're going to do is, I want you to come into the college group and I want you to do a live into the group. I know, it's shit your pants moment, right? I know. But do it. Do it in my group first. And then I can help you with it. In fact, what I'm going to do is I am, this afternoon or tomorrow, not quite sure when, I've got lots of meetings and appointments over the next couple of days with people, but I am going to run some free training on Facebook Lives and I'm going to run a challenge in my group. How about that? Yay! I'm going to write that down too before I forget. Challenge in group FB Lives. Excellent. Love it, love it, love it. Right, I'm going to run a little challenge in my group for that. So come and join the group. I've never done a live, but I will come into your group and do what you just said. Excellent. I'm not sure of the content. Doesn't matter. I wonder, oh no, it's not in there. That's in my paid program, isn't it? I do, okay, Natalie, what you really missed out on, my lovely, was my Soulful Social Media free masterclass that I ran, which was amazing. And that really spoke about how to easily get content and really deep dive into the content you want to say. The best thing I can say is, you're a Reiki practitioner. I want you to take a moment, lay down or sit somewhere quietly, just for 5 minutes, close your eyes, do some deep breathing, and ask your heart what it is your audience needs to hear. And whatever that comes up as, irrelevant as to whether, it doesn't matter if you think it's irrelevant. Whatever that comes up as, that's the live you're going to do into the group. Because it's only in the group. And I'll be right there rooting you on. Okay? All right then, beautifuls. Right, I'm running away now because I'm well over time. I've got a million things to do. I've got some videos to create for clients to send to them, and I've got lots and lots of. I've got stuff that I need to. I've got my course that I need to finish writing as well for next week. Yeah. So, all right then, beautifuls. Take care, my lovely. I don't know how to end this. This is exciting. I genuinely don't know. Maybe it's there. Oh, it's there. Got it. Right. Look after yourselves. Have a fabulous day. And I will see you all in the group.